Hey guys, what's up? If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My name is Indigo, and today we are gonna get into all of the shit that is happening with me right now. I'm gonna be real honest, real blunt, just real, because I'm tired of. I won't say that I pretend on here, but I definitely edit, and I'm fucking tired. Okay, so let's talk about it. Right now, I am in the middle of a move that I literally decided to do very much last minute because I've been uncomfortable. And I've been uncomfortable for a while with my living situation, just because of, I think it's a lot to do with who I live with and a lot of the behaviors that I'm experiencing around these people, to me, just aren't. They make me hella uncomfortable. This is the only way to say that. They make me hella uncomfortable. And I've been uncomfortable for a while, and rather than me actually saying that, I just kind of shut down, which I tend to do, and I make myself smaller so as to seem non-threatening in situations. And I have to stop doing that because it's inauthentic, and I need to learn how to speak up for myself. I'm coming from a place where I wasn't allowed to do that very much, and so I do struggle with that now. And it's come to a head, honestly. It's just come to a head, and quite frankly, I'm tired. Okay, I'm really tired. So yeah, most of you guys know I moved to Atlanta a couple months, or back in December. And at the beginning, everything was totally fine. But I don't know when the switch kind of flipped. But I don't know. I caught one of my roommates standing right outside of my bathroom as I was coming out. And if you've ever seen people do that bullshit spin move that they do when they try to pretend like they weren't just watching you or listening to you or something like that, it was definitely one of those instances. And I have been uncomfortable ever since. And rather than me actually saying something about it, I kind of just pushed it to the back of my mind, and I haven't brought it up until I literally couldn't anymore. And you top that off with the fact that I stopped smoking weed probably a month and a half ago, and I did kind of go back and forth with it for 2 or 3 weeks, but I stopped consistently smoking weed about a month and a half ago. And so all of these different feelings and emotions started coming up, all of these memories from the past, and all of these traumas and things were literally being brought up and made aware to me for review. I have been in this space of just, I don't even know what to call it, despair. I felt lost. I have felt like I don't matter, like I'm not important. And now I'm in a situation where everything's fucked. Everything's fucked because I've inconvenienced myself all of this time by staying in a situation that I knew was unhealthy for me, because I'm not allowed to actually be the person that I desire to be. And it's also inconvenient for them because, like I said, last minute I decided I wanted to move, and now there's all this money involved in arguing and things like that. And quite frankly, it's just a big headache that we all could have avoided had I just said what I needed to say before and stood up for myself in the moment. And I think that this is something that I have been doing repeatedly, where I get into places that I'm living with other people and I'm in their spaces, and it always seems to be their way or the highway. And so I do my very best as long as I can to try and follow their rules until I get to the point where I can no longer live under the thumb of their oppression. And I shut down and I don't say anything so as to make myself seem smaller and like I said before, non-threatening. And I protect their feelings, or at least I try to, at the expense of my own. Turns out nobody's ever actually fucking comfortable. We're all uncomfortable because there's this thing hanging in the air and I'm not saying it, so I have to be better at saying the thing. And I'm disappointed in myself. Like, it might, to them, I'm pretty sure it seems like I'm just willy-nilly moving through life, but I'm not. Like, I'm actually really saddened that this is the state that this thing has deteriorated into. And I know that it was always going to deteriorate this way. Just because about a month in, I started to notice some things that they were doing that I was not necessarily allowed to do. And because I became silent, I guess my roommates have taken offense to that. And I'm not trying to be offensive, I just don't want to say the wrong thing. And I guess not saying the wrong thing is me still in a way saying the wrong thing, because I'm not really saying anything, which is giving this message that I'm uninterested in anything that you have going on. I don't care about you, your feelings, etc., etc. I'm just kind of moving through life. This has been a really hard, this is a really hard learning lesson, because I'm seeing myself in a new way. And I'm seeing that I can't continue to be avoidant to myself and to my feelings, but I also can't continue avoiding conflicts when they arise. Like, I'm very much conflict avoidant. I feel like it was very necessary for me when I was growing up. I tried to preserve everybody else's emotional integrity, and I, took on that weight for decades, and it's just gotten to the point where I literally can't do it anymore. I don't want to. I find myself crashing out at the smallest shit now. Like, I could be in traffic and somebody is like, they'll be right next to me, and they just turn their blinker on so they can get in front of me, and I get irrationally angry because, no, why the fuck do you want to get in front of me? You know what I'm saying? And like, that's a totally normal thing. We're driving, you know what I'm saying? I live in Atlanta. Traffic is ridiculous. Like, it's literally part and parcel with life here. So that's not necessarily a reason to get angry. And here it is, all of this anger from years and years and years of me putting myself on the back burner emotionally is all coming up now. And I don't know. I think it's really hard to like see yourself and to understand that, like, yes, you've been through some things in your life, and like that kind of sucks, but also like you have to yourself like be willing to look at yourself and see where shit stinks. And baby, this shit is real stink. Okay, this shit is mad stink. I don't know, it kind of is what it is at this point. Like, I was trying to make amends and like explain what's happening, but it's not a situation that will ever be resolvable. And I do not want to live with these people. Like I said, there are some other things that they have been doing that just grind my fucking gears. So it's not just finding this girl like creeping outside my bathroom, but I don't know. Seeing myself in this light is not necessarily been the easiest thing. Like, I definitely abused myself verbally yesterday. Like, spent all day crashing out because I have tarot cards and I always pull for myself, just trying to like figure out where I am emotionally. And baby, when I say I got ready for filth and I was in my feels all day, yeah. Was in my feels all fucking day. And I still kind of am now. I still very much am now, but I have to live with this. I have to get to the point where I can look at myself and I can look at my faults and not judge them, because to me, I feel like I'm such an enlightened person and I should be way better than this. And it's just like, you're not as perfect as you think you are in your head, my love. Like, you very much be contributing to the problem. Like, you're very much a part of your issue. Like, And I feel like that has been like what this particular lesson has been for me. Sorry guys, this is very hard for me to talk about without wanting to cry, because like I said, I don't like inconveniencing people. Like, I really don't. When people come into my presence, into my space, I desire for them to be comfortable, to be happy, to be free to be themselves. And I feel like for the most part I do, give people that freedom, but up until this point it has been at the expense of myself. And while it is okay for me to make space for people in that way, I have to learn how to do it in a manner that is not detrimental to me. So yeah, this has been a really, really big lesson. It's been a really tough lesson, honestly, but it's absolutely been necessary so that I can see myself differently and I can make the changes that I need to. Because I don't know, I want to be free. I want to actually be happy. I've never actually been happy ever in my life, and that's something that I really want. So if I'm gonna be happy, that means that I have to stand up for myself. I can't keep abandoning me for the sake of other people. It's just, there's no happiness. There's no happiness in that. There's no joy in that. And as I stated before, it's not fair to anybody in a situation, least of all me. And at this point in time, I'm really in my selfish era, and I am trying to balance my selfishness with consideration for other people and their feelings, The situation sucks. I'm gonna be real, it sucks. Like, I'm absolutely the villain here, and I have to live with that, but hey, it's definitely a big learning lesson for me. And it's a point that I just have to start standing up for myself more, It's gonna be hard because all I've known up until this point is people pleasing, but I'm tired of the shit, and I want everybody to be able to really live in their authenticity. And if other people are very comfortable stating their boundaries, then I need to take their statements of what they need from me as the freedom to do the same for myself, and not treat them like I treated my family, because they're not my family, they're different people. So yeah, that's the video. Hi, I'm the problem. Nice to meet you. It is what it is. We will get better. We will learn from here. We will grow. We will change. I don't know what's gonna happen. Probably gonna be homeless for a little bit. That's okay. I have a car, and I can at least make money. So if I need to, I can absolutely hotel it, which would totally be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna go out here, and I'm gonna create a space that is a place where I can be comfortable, where I can be free, and where I can actually be happy and thrive and be free to spread my wings, I had to stop choosing to be around insecure people, which means that I have to stop being insecure around people, and stop choosing those relationships. So yeah, that's been the video. That's it. That's all. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. It helps me out a whole lot in this wonderful world of YouTube, as I am aiming to be a lot more consistent now. Hopefully you guys can tell. Follow me on my social media. I'll have all that stuff linked down below. If you would like to shop with me, I do sell body butters. You can check me out on my Etsy shop. I have that listed in the description as well. And I believe that is it, and that is all of the things for today. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day or night whenever you choose to watch this, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next one.